Hey everybody, welcome to TechMart Gaming. In today's video, I'm gonna be unboxing and reviewing the Yoges RGB cooling stand for the PS5. In addition, I'm gonna be doing a test so you guys can see how the cooling system works to keep your PS5 cool when you're playing an intensive game or if you're gaming on the go. This is also great for gamers out there who are not planning on getting the PS5 Pro, but still want to upgrade their gaming setup to keep things fresh. Now before I get into the video, be sure to smash that like button and comment below and tell me what games you're playing on the PS5 or your other remote play devices, and subscribe to TechMart Gaming if you haven't already so I can be recommended to more gamers like yourself. In the meantime, let's go ahead and get into it. If you want to know what comes inside the box, then I got you. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it around and pull back the tab, which is gonna release the top of the box. Then I'm gonna pull out the bag, which has everything inside of it. Removing the stands and its accessories is pretty simple. As you guys can see, we have two headphone hooks that we can hang our headphones on the side of the plates. It also comes with a USB-C cable, which is going to plug into the back of the stand, and the other side is going to go into the PS5. For the gamers out there who enjoy reading, Yoges also included a user manual, so if you want to know more about the specs and its functionality, then you can do so here. And for the star of the show, we have the Yoges RGB cooling station. And I gotta say, from my first impressions, this is a really solid design. It feels like plastic and metal at the same time, and it feels really sturdy and stable. On the side, you have some additional USB ports. Alongside that, you have a storage compartment for your physical media like games or DVDs. And on the other side, you have two DualSense fast charging stations, which is going to come in clutch if you want to charge each one at the same time. At the back, you have a fan, which is going to exhaust the heat from the PS5 once the cooling system is enabled. Alongside that, you have a USB-C input, which is going to give it power. There's a temperature gauge that's built inside the stand. We'll get into that later in the video. And we also have a base that's well designed to pull air from the PS5 efficiently. Now this works with the original PS5 and the Slim model. Lastly, we have a screw that's going to go into the bottom of the stand to keep it in place. Moving along, I'm gonna go ahead and walk you through the installation process. The first thing that you need to do is shut down your PS5. Then you're gonna disconnect and remove all of the accessories from the console and turn it upside down so we can remove the current stand that's on there. Using my iFixit kit, I'm gonna get the flathead attachment and connect it up to the tool. Now we're gonna unscrew the current stand from the PS5 and install the Yoges RGB cooling station by lining up both bases so we can put the screw inside the hole and tighten it up. And now we can set it down like normal. To power up the stand, we need the USB-C cable. This has a USB-C to USB-A port. We're going to put the USB-C part inside the back of the stand, and the A connector goes into the back of the PS5. Once connected, we're going to put our two DualSense controllers on the charging stations. There's two headphone hooks. I'm going to use one to hang up my Pulse 3D wireless headset. Now for the people out there with just a digital console but have a media remote, you can go ahead and put this by the storage compartment for easy access. Now we're going to take a look at the unique feature about the stand. So on the front, you can see that we have an RGB system, and if you press this button, you can turn it off, and if you press it again, you can turn on the RGB lighting once again. And on the right side, you have two charging indicators for your DualSense controllers. They're both fully charged, so the indicator is green. If they're not, they'll be red. On the left side, you have a touch capacitive button which activates the fan modes. This is how it sounds from the front of the console. And this is how it sounds at the back. And if you want to cool down your PS5 a lot faster, you can press the capacitive button once again to activate the extensive cooling system. This is how it sounds from the front. And this is how it sounds from the back. And I gotta say, this does a great job exhausting the heat, so I'm really impressed. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and pull out the sticker from the temperature gauge so we can see how this thing performs in action by doing a real life temperature test. So before I start gaming, my console is sitting at 103 degrees Fahrenheit. So in order to increase the temperature, we're gonna play Grand Theft Auto 5. I'm gonna blow some things up just so I can get my wanted level up and just drive through the map really fast so I can increase the GPU and CPU. Call of Duty is also a great game if you want to heat up the console, especially if you're playing online. There's a lot of shooting, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on, explosions, so this is the perfect test for you guys. After the gaming session, the PS5 is sitting at 124 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 21 degrees hotter. So we're going to enable the first fan and watch it cool down in real time. Now, as you guys can see, the cooling system is doing its job. It's dropping the temperature maybe every 5 seconds or so, which is a good thing in my opinion. At the back of the console, there is a ton of heat being dissipated from the PS5, and it's not even loud compared to my gaming laptop. Now we're going to see how the extensive cooling system works by enabling the second fan system. So all we have to do is press the capacitive button once again, and we're going to watch this cool down in real time. After about 4 minutes using the cooling system, the PS5 got all the way down to 109 degrees, which is 15 degrees cooler from where we started. So honestly, this is one of my favorite PS5 accessories when it comes down to keeping the PlayStation 5 cool while adding some character to it, like a RGB light strip, capacitive buttons, a temperature gauge, a storage compartment for your physical media. On top of that, some DualSense controller charging stations. You really can't lose with this stand. Especially if you're not getting the PS5 Pro, this is a meaningful upgrade in my opinion. If you're interested, I'll leave a link in the description. And since we're upgrading our gaming setup, I purchased a gaming mat, which is going to add more character to my desk setup. All I have to do is take it out the wrapping and unfold it. The back has some anti-slip material, which is going to keep it in place on your desk. This complements the full setup, especially with the new charging station. The material is high quality. It feels like a giant mouse pad, which is great for a mouse and keyboard player. Now the last and final thing that I added to my gaming setup is some Govee wall lights. Now these look really amazing because it adds some extra ambience to the gaming setup, which gives an arcade feel right at home. You can also go into the application on your smartphone and customize how you want it to look. You're also supplied with different presets so you can fit a certain mood. Now, if you found this video valuable, be sure to smash that like button and comment below and tell me what games you're playing on the PS5 or your other remote play devices, and subscribe to TechMark Gaming so I can be recommended to more gamers like yourself. In the meantime, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Deuces.